3. Find the path to the end of the maze by choosing the correct answer. So we know that this one, to use graph, Z must be larger than, okay? So Z is larger than 2.153. So just now we have 2.153. So you have 2.1 and then our 5. So here this is our 5, 2.15, and then we have 3. So this one, you see here, 1, 2, 3. So we have to minus. So our 3 here is 1, right? So this one, the minus part, 1 is actually 0.001. This one is 0.0001. Sorry, this is 4 decimal point. And you have this one, 2.15. So to find the probability, so 0.0158 minus this one. So here we get 0.0157. So we see here 0.0157 is this root, right? So here. So we see here Z is smaller than this one. So we know the graph is something like this, where this one is supposed to be identical with this one. So we have smaller than 1.083. So 1.083. So we know the area is here, right? But then from the graph, we can only find, we have to find to use the formula of larger than. So we can get 1 minus P Z is larger than 1.083 to get the shaded region, which is equal to 1 minus, so 1.083. So we have 1.083. So our 1.0 is here, and then our 8 is here, 1.08, right? And then we have another 3 here. This is minus, and this is 4 decimal point. So we have 0.0007 here. And then here we have 0.1401, 0.1401 minus. So here we are going to get 0.1394. 0.1394. So here we get 0.8606. So 8606 is here. So PZ modulus is smaller than 0.783. So we know Z modulus, when we open the modulus, we have positive Z and negative Z, which is smaller than 0.783. So here Z is smaller than 0.783, right? So negative Z cannot be, we want Z to be positive, so Z is larger than negative 0.783, right? When we have negative, to make it positive, we change the symbol. So now we have, this one and this one, right and left, supposed to be identical. So Z, so this one is in between this one and this one. So this one is negative 0.783, and this one is 0.783. So this is the area that we wanted to find. So if we can find this area and this area, we know that this area and this area is equal. So 1 minus 2, probability of Z is larger than 0.783, which is equal to 1 minus 2. So this one we can find from table, 0.783. 0.783. So 0.7 is here. So our 8 is here. So we have 0.2177, and now we have 3. This is minus, so our 3 is 9. And we know that this one is 4 decimal point, or minus 0.0009. So here we get 0.2168. So this one 0.2168. So here we get 0.5664. So this one is 0.5664 is here. So this one 0.5 Z 2.035. So here, this one is, God, this one is supposed to be the highest one. So we know that this one is 0. So 0.5 is here, and 2.035 is here. So it is this area. So we know that if we get the probability of Z is larger than 0.5, so we'll get 0.5 and beyond. So to get the shaded region, we must get this area minus area above 2.035. Z is larger than 2.035. So from the table, actually you can use your calculator also. So Z is larger than 0.5. So Z is larger than 0.5. So 0.5 is here, 0.5 is 0.50, which is 0.3085. So 0.3085. 5 minus, so this one, if you just put it inside your calculator, so you get 0.02093. So here we are going to get 0.3085 minus 0.02093, 0.2876. So we can see that it's going down here. So this one is Z is larger than 1.204. So I forgot to show you when we want to split this. So do you still remember when we have x squared plus 2bx plus c is equal to 0, right? So we learn about inequalities. So when it's larger, or this one, so larger mean separate, mean the value is separate. But then if it is smaller or smaller than, then the value is in the middle. That's why for this one, it is in between. This one is in between. But this is opposite with this one. So here Z, so that means positive negative Z is larger than, this one is 1.204. So larger means separate. So it will be Z is larger than 1.204, and this one negative Z is larger than 1.204, which means this one Z is smaller than 1.204. So you see here, this one and this one, the graph is separated. So you have this one, so this one, so you have 1.204, and this one is negative, and this one is negative 1.204. So this one larger than is this side and smaller than is this side. So if you can find Z, and you can see that this one and this one is symmetrical, which is the same. So probability of Z is larger than 1.204, and then you can just multiply with 2. So means 2 times. So this one you will get 0.1143. I'm using my calculator, so 0.1143, 0.2286. So 0.2286 is this one. So before this, I already teach you how to use the table, but then if you use calculator also okay, you will still get the same answer, but you also need to know how to use the table. Okay, so done. So find the value of A if P negative 2.5 Z smaller than A is equal to 0.6413. So here we can see that 0.6 is larger than 0.5. Okay, so here we know that when we have this one, so we know that one size is maximum 0.5 and 0.5. So negative 2.5 is negative 2.5 is here. So you can see it's larger than 0.5. That means it crossed 0. Okay, it crossed 0. So A is here. So you must see this. If this one is smaller than 0.5, so it might be a little bit after here or not even crossing at all, which is less than 0.5. Okay, so this one. So here we get 0.6413, where we know that 1 minus probability. So we know that this area is equal to also 2.5 here, right? Because in the table it must be positive. So probability of Z is larger than 2.5. And then you need to minus the area of A, minus probability of Z is larger than A, which is equal to 0.6413. So this one, Z is larger than 2.5. 1 minus 0.00621 minus P, Z is larger than A, is equal to 0.6413. So up here, 0.99379 minus P, Z is larger than A, is equal to 0.6413. So you change place. So P, Z is larger than A is equal to, so when you change place, is 0.99379 minus 0.6413, which is equal to 0.3525. So here from the table, 0.3525, so 0.3525. So as you can see here from the table, so the largest one is 0.5, because we know that one side, the largest one is 0.5, right? So, and we can see that the number is getting lower. So 0.3525, so we should see this one is minus, right? So we should see a number which is the nearest and a bit larger than 0.3525. So 0.35, so this one is 0.3525. So you see here, this one is smaller, so we take the one which is the nearest and a bit higher. So 0.3557. So we know that we wanted to find 0.3525, right? So we have 0.3557 minus 0.3525 to see how many. 0.0032. So you have to minus with 32. So you see here 32. So we see here we have 30 and 34. So 32 is in between. So in between is 85. So from the graph, you see here, this one, it is 0.3, right? So here is 0.3 and then 7, 0.37, and you see here since it between, so we see it's between, 32 is in between, so 85, so 0.3785. So 0.3785 is this way. So probability of 0.2, Z is in between 0.2 and A is equal to 0.215. So here, if we draw this one, so we know that this one is 0.2 is here. So you see here, larger than 0.2 and up to A. So the area is here. So we know this area is equal to 0.215. So to get this area, so just one side is equal to, so this one is probability Z is larger than 0.2. You see here, larger than 0.2 is here, minus probability of Z is larger than A. So here we get 0.215. So Z is larger than 0.2, we get 0.4207 minus P, Z is larger than A is 0.215. So we want to get this one, probability Z is larger than A. So we bring at one side, we change place, which is equal to 0.4207 minus 0.215. So up here, P, Z is larger than A is equal to 0.2057. So this one we should see from the table where is our 0.205. So here 0.2057 So we see here we should find closest but a bit larger because we want to minus later on. 0.2057. So you see the value is going down. So 2061 is here, right? Because this one is smaller than 0.2057. So you see here this one is 0.2061. So we wanted to find 0.2057. So we have to minus 0.004. So we take a look at the back. So for this one, you know that this one is 4 decimal point. So 4 is here, is in between 1 and 2. You see here this one is 3 and 5. So 4 is in between. So 1 and 2 means 1, 5. So we see that this one is 0.8. This one is 2, right? So 0.82 and this one is 1, 5. So 0.8215. So 0.8215. So 821 is here, so it is here, which is equal to 0.3374. So probability of Z is larger than A is equal to 0.8374. So here we know that we have a graph, right? Where we know this one is 0.5 and 0.5 maximum. So 0.837, this one is 4, is larger than 0.5, which means it must occupy both area. So larger than A, so A must be here on the left hand side, where this one is already 0.5. So this one is the area. So we see here 0.8374, right? So we know that 0.8374 minus 0.5. So here we get 0.3374. So we know that this area is 0.3374. From the table, Z is larger than 0, right? So it must be at this side. So if this one is A, we can get A. This one is negative A. So if we can find what is this area, then we can find it from our graph. So we know this one is 0.5. So here 0.5 minus 0.3374. Here we get 0.1626. So we can find it from our table, 0.1626. So here 0.1626. So here 0.1626. So 0.1626. So from here you see 0.5 is going down. So we should take a number which is the nearest but a bit larger because we have to minus later on. 0.1626. So 0.1626. So we see here this one is the nearest because this one is smaller, right? So here we have 0.1635 minus 0.1626. So here we get 0.0009. So we have to find where is our 9 so that we can minus. You know this area is 4 decimal point. So our 9 is here. You see here in between this one and this one. So this one is 3 and 4. So in between is 3, 5. So you see here this one is the box, right? So if you take this one is 0.9 and then this one is 8, 0.9835. You see 0.98 and then this one is 35, 0.9835. So this one A is 0.9835. But we know that the actual value of A is negative because it must be on the left side. So negative 0.983. So negative 984, sorry. So this one negative 0.984 is this one. So probability A Z1 is equal to 0.3840. So you have this normal distribution graph. So 0.3840, right? So here you see if this one is 1, right? We don't know. We couldn't be sure if A is within this one or larger than this one. If it is more than 0.5, then we know obviously that A would be on the left side, but we don't know. So but we can find what is the area above 1. So probability of z is larger than 1, so you will get 0.1587, which means the area at this side is 0.5, because we know one side is 0.5 minus 0.1587. So here we get 0.3413. So you can see this one is smaller than this one. So which means A is supposed to be here on the left side. So we know this one is 0.3840 and this one is 0.3413, right? So the difference here is 0.3840 minus 0.3413, so that we can get what is this area. 0.0427. So the area here is 0.0427. So to use table, z must be larger than 0. So if this one is negative a, so which is equal to a at this side, right? So we know this one, the area, this one is 0.0427. So the area probability of z is larger than a is equal to, so we know it is 0.5 minus 0.0427, which is equal to 0.4573. So this one we can find from our table, 0.4573. So 0.4573. So we have to find a number which is a bit larger than this one, but the closest one. So 0.4573, because we want to minus later on, so it should be larger, right? 0.4573. So 0.4573. Okay, we see this one is 6.2, right? And then this one is already 6. But you see here, this one is smaller, so we cannot take it, because 4573, this one is 456. So this one is this one. So 0.4602 minus 0.4573. So we need to know how many is more to minus. 0.4602 minus 0.4573, 0.0029. So you have to minus another 29. So you see here, 29 is here, so in between 7 and 8, but then it's closer to 7. So now it is 0.1, and then this one is 0, 0.10, and then this one is 7, 0.107. So this one is A is equal to 0.107. It is negative, so negative 0.107. So it's supposed to be here. So here, find the value of A if P, this one Z is larger than A is equal to 0.6376. So we see here larger. So we know that when we have larger, that means it is separated. Okay. So here, PZ is larger than A. So it means that when we have this one, so this one is 0, right? So this one is supposed to be the same shape. So this one is A, and this one is this one is negative A, and this one is A. So larger means it's supposed to be here and here. Alright. So we know that these two sides is 0.6376. So at one side, so Z is larger than only A is equal to 0.6376 divided by 2. So here we get 0.3188. So here, this one is larger, right, than 0. So we can find it from our table. So what is our Z is if the probability is 0.3188. So here 0.3188. So here basically 0.3188. So we should find a bit larger or equal because we want to minus later on. So 0.3188, so 0.31, so this one is already 2.93188, so 5692. So 92 is larger than 0.3188, the nearest one, right? So 0.3192 minus 0.3188, you get 0.0003. So we know that the back here is 4 decimal points, so we need to find the one with 3. So we see here the one is 4, right? 4 and 7, but 4 is the nearest, so it is 1. So you see here this box here, so this one is 0.4, 0.4, and this one is 7, and then this one is 1, 0.471. So this one A is equal to 0.471. So it is here. So this one, so Z, this one smaller than A, 0.534. So we know this one is smaller, so smaller mean in between. So we have this one, so this one is 0. So in between means this one is negative A and this one is A. So this one is the area that we are talking about. So this both area is 0.534. So we wanted to know, to find from the graph, we wanted to know what is this area, right? So first we need to find out what is this area. So half of this one, so 0.534 is divided by 2. So here we get 0.267. So we know that this one is 0.267. So that means the area larger than A is equal to 0.5 minus 0.267. So here we get 0.233. So we can find it from the table. So here we have 0.233. So looking from here, 0.233. So this one is 0.33. So this one is smaller. So no. So we take this one, 0.2358. So here 0.2358 minus 0.233 is equal to 0.0028. So we see here we have to minus another 28 from here because this one is 4 decimal point. So 0.0028 from here. So we see here the nearest one is, so we see we have 24 and 27, and 27 is nearer to 28. So we are taking this one. So we see here it is 0.7, here 0.7, and this one is 2. And this one is 9, so 0.729. So this one is 0.729. Okay, the end at last.